Okay.
I just started so that we don't
Okay.
have, so there's no pressure about.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello.
Am I looking at you or I'm looking at you on the screen? Which?
I don't know. You can just look at me.
Okay, I can look at you.
Yeah.
That's easier.
Okay, perfect.
All right, good.
Okay, cool. So this is my second segment of having a smoke with you. Today I'm having a smoke with Chris Kraus.
I'm so glad.
Want me to light my cigarette?
Yeah, please do.
So you're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, well, actually, I mean, technically it's tomorrow, but in fact it's 12:25 a.m.
Oh, so it's tonight.
Yeah, I made a mistake when I booked the ticket. I confused a.m. and p.m. I thought I was leaving at a normal time, 12:30 on Saturday afternoon.
Classic. I've done that a million
And then
times.
it was too late to change it, so I'm getting off the plane at 5-something in the morning.
Oh my god. Well, good thing you realized tonight and not tomorrow.
Yeah,
Because you could have realized at 9 a.m.
I know. Yes, I've done that too.
So tell me, where are you going for the summer? What's the...
Well, I'm going to Minnesota to be with Philip, my partner, who's been living up there in northern Minnesota for the last year. I used to just spend summers up there alone writing.
Uh-huh.
And we have a place up there, and it's really great. It's really great. It's like way out
Awesome.
in the North Woods. And so Philip was like, dying here, working every summer, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. He's a addiction therapist. So it's not like he's, a creative who just floats around someplace to play. So he thought, if I'm going to work every day, Monday to Friday, let it be in a beautiful place. And he decided to move up there, and he got a job right away.
Oh, that's amazing. So how long has he been working there? A year?
It'll be a year this July, yeah.
But you've been going out there for how long?
Yeah, so I spent a lot of time there in the fall. I was there around the holidays for a few weeks. So I've been back and forth between LA and northern Minnesota, if you can believe that. They even have a plane that makes it possible.
Special for you?
It feels like it. It's a really small plane, and our town where we live, it's near Hibbing, the birthplace of Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Also a very small town, but there's an airport. So you can actually fly from Hibbing to LA.
What airline flies there?
Delta.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not like sketchy. That's like a very reliable airline at least.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, especially if other people are paying, because it's a really expensive ticket if you go from Hibbing. Often if I'm paying, I just drive down to Minneapolis.
That's really funny. And so how long are you staying there?
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's why it's such a difficult pack. I'm coming back to LA for a couple days to do some work things, and I'll leave for Mexico City from here, just to do a reading.
Okay.
At the end of June, and then back to Minnesota, and presumably I'm there into the fall, but I'm sure I'm going to be dipping back here more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And what
you also have great uncertainty facing you in the future, right?
It's true. That's absolutely true. That's why
Do you know where you're living yet?
We are putting in an application for a place in Hancock Park.
In Hancock Park.
Uh-huh.
That's a beautiful neighborhood.
It is. It's really beautiful. It's like a kind of one bedroom that's just doesn't have AC. It doesn't have AC. It doesn't have washer dryer, but it's cute and it's like central. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to kind of start the summer in a new place and have a new home and stuff. But yeah, I was wondering. So what are your plans for the summer?
Well, I don't know that I really have any.
That's the best.
I just turned in my book, and that was very intense, getting everything done.
The social practices book?
Yes. We just kind of finished the copy edit.
Oh, wow.
A few days ago.
Between Monday and now, because I last spoke to you on Monday and that was still happening.
Yeah, we just finished, and Hetty's doing the layout now.
Oh, wow.
So until I have to start worrying about that book coming out and setting things up, I think I'm going to do nothing. I have a lot of books that I want to read.
Okay.
A lot of people I want to catch up with.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I heard somewhere that you were starting like kind of a fiction project about your childhood.
Oh. Well, I do hope to write another book.
Yeah.
And when it comes time to write another book, I think that might be a topic.
Very interesting.
I don't know if it's necessarily going to be my childhood per se. It might be something more to do with my family, my parents, and their histories and childhood. But I've never really written anything about my family. And my mother died about a year and a half ago.
Oh.
And I think that was when I always thought, so long as my parents were alive, I wasn't going to touch that. But now it seems like, yeah. Most people write about their families and their childhoods very early on when they first start writing.
Right.
But I just kind of like, it was as if my life began as a young adult. I never really thought about anything before that.
That's so funny. I'm kind of the same way, I feel.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
In New York.
Really, completely in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to school kind of on the Upper East Side.
Did you go to
since I was a
Dalton?
kid. I went to Sacred Heart. Do you know
Sacred Heart?
Yeah, it's an all-girls school 3 blocks away from Dalton.
It sounds Catholic.
Yeah, it was. It was Catholic, all girls.
Uh-huh.
And then before that, I went to the French school, the Lycée.
The what school?
It's called the Lycée Français.
Oh, you're so lucky. That's a beautiful school.
Yeah.
You mean here in California?
No, I went in New York.
Yeah.
So I went there when I was a kind of kid up until high school, and then I did high school at Sacred Heart.
Uh-huh.
You were born in New York as well, right?
Yeah, but I didn't go to high school there.
Did you go to any school
No.
there? No.
No, I didn't go to high school at all, let alone in New York.
So when you moved to New Zealand, was your family from New Zealand and you guys went back, or?
No, my parents just emigrated there. They'd never been to New Zealand in their lives.
Oh.
That was a huge thing at the time.
Going to New Zealand?
To go to New Zealand, yes. I mean, the tickets were very expensive. It was really cut off from the rest of the world. And, they weren't coming back. That's the kind of move. They got assisted passage. The New Zealand government was kind of paying skilled immigrants to come into the country at that time.
Interesting.
So it was really clear that once we got there, they couldn't change their minds. That was it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And is that when you were a young adult? Is that when your memories begin?
No, I was a teenager.
Okay.
I was like a younger teenager then. So I actually did go to high school in New Zealand.
What was that like?
Yeah. Oh, it was very different.
Yeah.
It was very different. It was like school uniforms. It was white
Me too.
gloves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I've recently reconnected with some of the people that I went to high school with.
No way.
Yeah, it's great.
Are any of them out here, or?
No, none of them here. None of them here. One person who was a very close friend, he lived in London most of his life. He moved to London in the 80s, and he lived in a squat and started this really great community around Vauxhall Gardens that continues now.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
it went from being a squat to being kind of a cooperative group of houses. He's a landscape artist, and I saw he became really kind of well known in London for importing New Zealand plants and winterizing them for a London climate.
Oh, wow.
His name is James Fraser, and his company is called the Avant Gardener. And his
I love it.
contribution to, they all had to contribute work. And you can tell as soon as you enter this area, this enclave, because all the medians are completely New Zealand plants. It's like Hobbit land.
Wow.
In South London. It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Were you friends with him since kind of?
Yeah, since we were 15, 16.
And you've kept in touch this whole time?
Yeah, we just got back in touch a couple of years ago. And so we hung out in
Oh.
London. I had to go to London a lot, and it was really good to connect with him.
That's amazing. I want to check that out next time I go to London.
Yeah.
The Avant Gardener.
The Avant Gardener, yeah.
Cool. Well, maybe I'll have another cigarette since you didn't have a cigarette. I feel like that's kosher.
Yeah, you just
It's supposed to be the length of one cigarette is the interview.
Oh my God, well we covered a lot of ground in one cigarette.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then I'm going to wrap up. But I wanted to ask you, what books are you taking that you're excited to read this summer?
What am I excited to read?
Yeah.
Well, I've already started my summer reading.
Oh, okay, tell me.
I just read Rachel Kushner's The Mars Room last week. I really like that.
That's awesome.
And Semiotext has published Jean-Jacques Schul's Dusty Rose. That project was a long time in the works. It was an experimental narrative published in 1972 in France, and it became kind of a cult thing. It was cut up, but not in a Burroughs kind of way. It's cut up so subtly, and the cut up parts are connected, so you can't even really necessarily tell that it's a cut up.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a really amazing book.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just coming out now.
Yeah, it's about to come out, and Hetty gave me the galley this week.
Oh, cool.
And I almost finished it last night.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
really enjoying it.
Oh, that's so exciting. I want to pick that up.
Yes.
I will.
Yes, you should.
Very exciting. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm just about done with this cigarette.
Okay.
And
well,
this was having
it
a smoke
was a pleasure
with Chris
having
Kraus.
a smoke with you, Sophia.
Thank you so much.